Hey, good peoples. You are stepping into Stoopside Sitdown podcast. We are a new breed of conversation ship changes because everyone has a story to tell. And what better place to tell it than right here with us on our steps? Your story, let's share. Welcome home. Hi. Hi. welcome to Stoopside Sit Down Podcast. And I am Tiger, and I'm here with my fabulous co stars.
A bad habit, the one you love to love.
And just Tosh. Hey.
Yes. Bap, bap, bap. We are
Y'all.
here, huh?
I say, hey, y'all.
Hey. We are here shooting the breeze, about to discuss the verbal roles of the day. What is friendship security? Which is not talked about often enough.
Mm.
Do y'all think friendship security is something you feel, or that's something that is shown? Let's step into it. Friendship
Mm.
security.
Well, for me, it's the ability because I need friendship security because I don't often text right back. I don't, I am one of those friends that uh pick up when you left off, where we left off.
Mm,
So not overthinking the texts, not overthinking like maybe I might pull away a little bit, not because of you or anything like that, but maybe I'm going through something, mood changes, that kind of thing. But I think with friendship security, that's something that's like a skill that takes time.
true.
I
Mm-hmm.
think when we were young, you always kind of look, you took it personal, right? Why she didn't call me back right away? Why didn't she, those kind of things. But then
Hmm.
as you
Mm-hmm.
foster the years of relationship, right? You start to realize that it's not about you. Everything may not be about you. That sometimes if the friend doesn't get in contact with you right away, it may be some, family, family responsibility, life happens.
Hmm.
So friendship security for me, just Tosh,
Hmm.
is um just being able to not being able to pick up where we left off, and just really enjoying the moment. But also too, if there's anything that there may be a conversation that need to be had, or you feel like I slighted you in any kind of way, that you're not threatened, you don't feel a way that you can't speak your piece.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
No, for me, this was a good topic. Like, you were saying it's not really talked about like that. I think it's not really talked about like that in adulthood. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Just like what
Mm.
just Tosh was saying, back in the day, little things happen, you take it personally. We're all
Hmm.
adults now, we're all living life.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But for me, friendship security is super important. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Friends for me have evolved to like a sisterhood. This isn't like an extended part of my family that has
Mm.
now become my life. And they're there for different reasons that you can't always get in the home, or just,
That's true.
like
At the
sometimes you feel more
workplace.
comfortable. Yeah, at the workplace or whatever. Sometimes you feel more comfortable talking with your friends or whatever. So when I build that kind of sisterhood, I take
Mm.
that personally. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because
Mhm.
it's good for my mental. You know what I'm saying? To just chop it up, to go hang out, to go do whatever, like all that good fun stuff. But then also that serious stuff when I really need somebody to talk to where I feel like I'm in a safe space and not being judged as far as like associates that you deal with,
Mhm.
every day that you come across. Yeah, they're friends and high and by, but when you really need to sit down and maybe have a good, talk something personal that you may be going through or whatever, I just always felt like it's good to have that sisterhood because I, I've had issues with friendships.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
We
So
all have.
that had,
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
that have,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm, mhm,
some of them like it's been like a breakup.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, like, some of these situations like I've missed, and some of them I'm like, damn, was you really my friend? Like,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, I'm really trying to make sure that what I'm putting out to to my friends is received as what as the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't have to be like you guys show up to all my birthday parties or anything like that. But I just want to make sure that the people that are around me, that I trust, I feel safe with, I have fun with,
mhm,
all of the above. Because I
mhm.
think it's super important. And today, friendship is so loose. Friendship is
Mhm.
Very,
so loose because you
very
see
loose.
everybody stabbing each other in the back. Girl, you a year,
Mhm.
whatever the case may be. So I hold it there.
Very,
I think
very,
friendship
very
security is
loose.
serious.
Mhm. Friendship security for me. Well, I hold my friends dear, like
Mhm.
the same thing that you guys have said. And I had like these two friends that had I was rocking with. I was fucking with them.
Mhm.
And friendship insecurity stepped right in.
Mhm.
No matter
Mm,
how I tried to give them that security that I'll rock with y'all.
Mhm.
Like this is like I rock with you. There was like this one in particular like person, and then like if I tell her if she calls me, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna hit you right back, and I don't. Like the next day, she just be like, hey, we beefing, and I'm like, nah, like we good, like
mm,
we good, and
Yeah.
that happened for a good while, and I used to have to be like, yo, if there was anything that I felt between you and I would say something, but we are good. I
Mhm.
apologize that I didn't call back when I said I was, et cetera, et cetera. But it is not out of malice.
mm.
And we are no longer friends.
That was gonna be my question, but I wanted you to just finish your whole thought because I'm gonna be like, are y'all still friends? Because
No,
I
we are
would say to
no
you,
longer.
So they were insecure in the relationship, basically,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
they needed the security of you texting them, calling them
Yeah.
right back, that
Hmm.
kind of thing. So it's like I think there's levels. Everybody
Right.
seems because even too you have friends. I mean, man, this thing could go so far, but you do have friends who are like even they feel like because they've been friends with you for so long, right? That
Hmm.
there's
mm-hmm,
this like this entitlement per se,
mm-hmm,
Hmm.
and I think
mm-hmm,
a lot of times I think that's where we as humans go wrong a lot is because of entitlements.
That's a
so the
fact.
f- so the fact that you didn't reach back to her the next day, she already felt some type of she felt slighted already
Hmm.
when you've already made it very clear that
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
listen, it's not I don't have no issues with you, because if I had some issues with you I would tell you, but then that
Right.
tells you a lot of times people will say it and they'll really mean it.
Right.
So when you're actually telling her that, she doesn't believe it because maybe for her she doesn't operate that way
Right, right, right. Well, she might have had different issues
with
with
other.
um with other and that part of texting back is her security.
Right, that's her
That should have been
security,
like,
right.
I need to know that you're my
Hmm.
friend when I call you or you call me back. When I
Right,
text you, you call me back as opposed to knowing like, nah, she good. Like I
right.
know she
Mm-hmm.
ain't called me back. It was something that was
Hmm.
happening, but we good. Like
Yeah.
I'm not putting I'm not doing a grading score on her.
Right, or checklists, right? Like
Right.
a great, exactly. That's true, because that's another thing that yeah, you're right. It get that shit gets like
But
crossed up.
you have to like I said, that's why you got to cultivate these friendships or whatever. And the older that I get, you know, um, definitely a conversation if it's worth it. I don't want to just be like I'll kick somebody out the group. You know what I'm saying? But I think like a lot of times you got to know. the type of people that you're dealing with. Not every
True.
friend shows up the same way, and you have to be able to respect that. There's some, like I said, that will be at every birthday party no matter what. That doesn't
True.
mean that the person that didn't come doesn't love you any
That's
more than the
true.
person that keeps showing up to your birthday party. You know what I'm saying? She might be the one that has that really odd job, works real crazy hours, couldn't make
Mm,
it,
That's
but guess
true.
what? She's the one. She done called and catered the whole uh hospital room for you while everybody up there. She might be that friend. You know what I'm saying? So I
True.
think it's important too to know how certain people show up for you and respect that. Like you can't expect me to do what this person does. I'm not good at texting back. I'll tell you that shit right now. So don't hold it to me because
Mm.
but
it
what
might
if
be 2 or 3 days. Huh?
but what if that's okay, so on the flip, if she was speaking to you right now and she said to you, but that's what she needed, then how would you have responded to that?
I'd be like, listen, I'll try my best
Mhm,
to give
mhm,
you what it is that you need. But and I'm not saying that you just you fall into your way and you just don't do something. But you know
Mhm,
what I'm saying? Like you know me.
mhm,
You know
mm,
that if I didn't get right back to you or whatever, I'm going to.
mhm,
Or, you know what I'm
mm,
saying? It may be like a week later, because I've done this. It'd be like sometimes I've seen something and I've meant to respond and I couldn't just at that moment and I got caught up. And then it'll be like 3 days later, somebody will say something about that person. I'll be like, oh, shoot.
mhm,
mm, mhm,
And
mhm.
then I'll hit you back and I'll be like, girl, my bad. Da, 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 da," You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, like that's it. I'm not ignoring you.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to you just completely like flipping the script, you know what I'm saying? Listen, people I text all the time that they don't respond. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
mhm,
That's just them. They get the stuff. They're there. They meet the appointments. They have the stuff that's on the checklist. They're
mhm,
just not good at that. So I don't hold them to that flaw particular.
Mm.
That might just be how that person operates. So I don't try to get too held up on stuff like that. For me, I don't try
mhm,
to get
Right.
too held up on stuff like that. But if it's gonna really create a rift in the family, then we're gonna have to have a conversation about it. I mean, if it's truly hurting your soul for me to text you back, then I may attempt because you're my friend. But if this is just ridiculousness, like, girl, I was busy. Yeah, but I know that, and this was like a true emergency or something, or you just, you know, I didn't get back on your meme or some shit like that, like we gonna have a
Right,
problem.
right, right.
We gonna have
I
a
had a friend. We had a friend. Like growing
mhm,
up, she was like she's wasn't like good at communication, like returning calls. This is before when texting became like the in thing, and
mhm.
then
mhm,
and I think that at that time, this was probably like early 20s. Because we still tenderoni. So even though I
Yeah,
say
right,
early
right.
20s,
So I was like,
even
whoa,
though I say early 20s, that don't
whoa,
mean
whoa.
that
You
we
see
ain't
this
like
shoulder?
27.
Yeah.
She said, look
I
at
was
this.
like, I was like, whoa,
Shoulder?
don't put it out there like that, Tiger, because we still out there.
Mm,
Somebody be like, yo, hang. We ain't hangs out here in these streets.
Fuck that. We are
Right.
tenderonis, baby.
Forever young.
listen, we still good. We don't got no name like Mildred or nothing like that. So,
or,
you know what I'm saying?
or Ethel.
You could be
So,
you could be the 40
yo,
with a
they
name like Mildred now.
we still the tenderonis out here.
oh,
Bodega baddies and all that.
Oh gosh.
no. So as you were saying,
Yeah. So
I-
so that friend, she's like, I think like a few of us used to get like a little slighted by because it's like that. She don't never call back.
right.
She don't never like, what's up with that? But it's like that's who she was.
Hmm.
She did that with like everybody. Might maybe not with her mother, her sister. Those that relationship she probably would got back to. But it was like that's she really don't have no harm. She don't mean no harm. So
Mhm.
it's one of those things you have to just really just let it just roll off your shoulder and like accommodate because you know, like, all right, she fucks with us. She fucks with us at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing like a malice. And so
Mm-hmm.
But
that is where,
how did you get to that point though? Because some people don't know how to get to that point.
yeah,
How
some
did you
people
get
don't
to
know.
that point? How did you get to that point that you understood that it really wasn't, that wasn't it wasn't a character flaw, it wasn't a, like a threat to the friendship, but
Right.
maybe, just a character preference. That's just who
Huh.
she is, like you said. How do
Yeah.
you get to that point?
How did I get this? Cause she always showed up in or every other way.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, what, you just gonna hold that part against? Like, if I just be like, hey, I
Yeah.
called you. Like, no, but and then even she has said, like, listen, I am not good at the communication, but I am gonna like work on it. That
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Hmm.
thing. Or like if she did start like texting back sooner or calling back sooner, you'd be like, oh girl, hey, you working on it, you know, fucking with her like that. But then it's
Yeah.
like, damn, she my people. She shows up. I'm like, I'm gonna give
Mm-hmm.
you attitude because you ain't called back. Nah, we
Yeah.
don't do
It's not that deep. It's not
that.
that it's
But
not that deep is what I'm trying to say. Like I don't need to stress that part of the friendship because it doesn't affect me like that. Like I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
caring that you're not responding the minute I send a meme because life be life in. That's how I really be taking stuff. I really always be like give people the benefit of the doubt. I'd be like, well, maybe, especially if I'm calling you or texting you during work hours and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Like, you can't expect people to
Right.
just be, I know our phones are on our hips. Yes. But we can't all just be like, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I gotta go to the bathroom. 2 seconds. No, that's not life. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way that she is. I don't even like to text too long. After that, I'll be like, let me call. I can't even
Mhm.
do that for so long because I can't,
Mhm.
you know.
I, c- I can't
I'm like,
stand long
friction.
Texas. I'll be like, whoa, whoa, just call me.
Just call me. And I text you too. I'll
Whoa.
be like, no,
Yeah, that is so
that would
funny.
really be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'd be like, oh my gosh. I'd be like, it's over. It's
Right.
over. I'm drained. Like,
I don't know. Some people, it's like it could be, for them it's the codependency, maybe the
Mm,
cleanliness, just some people need that kind of security,
mm-hmm.
that
that has
they
been,
so
uh, sorry, I didn't need to cut you off,
no,
but
go ahead. Hmm.
because I wanted to piggyback off of that because I felt like
Hmm.
when, I was mentioning like, I've had some relationships that, some I'm like, wow. And others I was, I'm just like, if that could be mended, it would, it would be
Mm,
Hmm.
something nice. But there's just, I've always had these issues where, these people get very territorial.
mm, mm,
I mean,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
just to
So
just to let
that's
you see the show. I mean, it's not hard. I am a bad candidate.
yes, you are.
Bad.
You lost friendships because of that.
I mean, I am a good time.
Uh,
But with that being said, like how I could just joke like that, with
mhm,
y'all too. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all know my soul. You know what I'm really about. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
really trying to give out here. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm,
I'm not in no competition with nobody. I am not competing on those kind of levels.
Mm,
That's not where I am. I'm happy when my homegirls succeed, when they do big things, when they
mm-hmm.
secure big bags. There's
mhm,
nothing like that. But I'm also social. And
mhm,
you can't tie me down to just you.
Mm,
Just
mm-hmm.
Todd
Mm-hmm.
can't tie me down to just her. Rita can't tie me down to
don't
just her.
worry.
Like,
Mhm.
so I
I'm.
had that
Don't
issue,
worry. I'm French.
and I had that issue, and
I like
unfortunately I
options.
lost friendship. So the moment that I got, I had to realize, like, some people have been in my life for a long time, but they just really wasn't friends.
Mm,
Their goal was something else. You
I
know what
was
I'm
about to
mm.
saying?
ask you that. I was just about to ask you, Tiger. I was gonna say
Whoa.
to you. I know, right? I was gonna say, do you feel when overall with with how this relationship had soured, do you feel ultimately was these two friends, were they your friends? These two people that you
Mm,
mentioned, were they your friends? Do you feel like they were your friends? Because that's what
mm,
that was what's going on in my mind.
good question.
All right.
Um, um, I would say, maybe one of them.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
One of them was, and I think that if there was like a conversation,
Hmm.
it could have been a conversation, accountability, then
Hmm.
it could have
Hmm.
been like mended
Okay.
for one of them. The other one, I just feel like she's just too insecure, too much. It's like on
Hmm.
terms and conditions.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I don't think it was like really no. It might
We're
have
not.
been like some unresolved whatever, or like comparison with like other female friends.
Hmm.
So yeah, out of yeah, only one I felt like it was more of like a friend.
Mm, okay. And what about you, Anna Bad Habit? With those friends, do you feel like ultimately they were friends? Or
Um, one definitely.
Mhm,
But piggyback to a little bit what Tiger was saying. I'm still very open to having a conversation
Mm,
with that person, but there was a lot of issues that I felt that she was dealing with herself.
mm-hmm,
mhm,
That if that if she did not deal with that,
mhm.
I don't want to be back on that bandwagon.
Got it.
You know
mm,
what I'm saying?
So she got to deal with
You
those
know,
outside issues first.
yeah, she got to deal with those
Mhm,
outside issues first because no, that person is still dear to me, you know what I'm saying? I consider them family, at one point. So I'm still definitely would be open. That person helped me out a lot. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying?
mhm,
So I can't turn my eye on that. And to be honest, like I really truthfully, like I know that it had to do with a lot of, jealousy and
mm,
me eh, that I know you first type of thing, like, I should
mhm,
come before everybody else type of thing.
mhm,
Like I know that played a big role in it, but I
mm,
truly don't even know what happened.
mhm,
It's like, you know what I'm saying? That person didn't get what they wanted. And I didn't back down because at that time I'm starting to realize, like, no, I got to set some boundaries here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
mm,
as my friend are always going to be my friend. It doesn't matter
mhm,
how long I've known you. You're always going to be my friend. I'm
right.
always going to have love for you. But she couldn't see that. She couldn't see
mhm.
that if I hung out with somebody else and I did something else without her, it was like, oh, well, why didn't I get invited?
Right.
Mm.
And that's a lot
Well,
of
you
that
was,
in girl groups.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And it's so good, and it gets so blurred, and people don't even realize that sometimes it can be, it's like if different people bring different things for you, and I just think that
Mm-hmm,
sometimes people
mm-hmm.
don't realize that.
No.
Like
And it was,
if I, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I'm
no, I'm
cutting you
just saying
off.
it was super uncomfortable too, because then you're sitting here, you're just like,
Hmm.
okay, like I don't want to make it seem like it's all about me. It's not.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? But you're making me
Hmm.
feel like that. And now the relationship gets uncomfortable for me to be around, you know what I'm saying? To be
Yeah.
around you. So
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know. But and the other one, um, I don't know, I've gone back and forth with it. I thought we were friends.
Hmm.
It felt like we were friends. Um, hindsight, when I look back now, you can kind of pull out little scenarios that I kind of should have been like, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of overlooked it. But I'm still kind of on the fence. I don't really think I'm on the fence. I think I'm more nosy. Like I would want to have a conversation just to hear what you have to say. But I think my decision is made up. Uh, she just was too disrespectful
Mm.
for me
Damn,
to,
I wish we could know names. Damn, I wish we could know names.
to come back. And then the last one, I'm good on it. I'm good
Mm,
on it.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm good on it. It's I need it's too stressful. I cannot be around people that I'm going to be stressed around. I want to get around
Mm,
people that I'm going to be blessed around, that
right.
I'm going to
Mm,
have good
mhm,
times, good
mhm,
opportunities. You put me on to something new, you know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
whatever it is. But I just, yeah, no, only one out of those three, one I would definitely have a conversation with. I felt like really still was a friend.
mm, mm.
Hmm. What about you, just Todd? I ain't hearing no stories from you.
Uh,
You start friend.
and my my cutoff game is mean. So
We
so so
She ain't lie.
so that's it. I'm not very I'm like Rick Ross. Oh, can I say that? But I what is it? God forgives, I can't. It's not, it's not even that. It's that seriously, I don't have a problem being open to having a conversation or whatever. I don't. But I do think that I think that there's some relationships when you just have to leave it there. It's like
Mm,
if it's over,
Mhm,
it's just over. Because some friendships you actually think that it was friendships, but then the disrespect is louder. And when
mm,
the
yes.
disrespect is louder, then the actual, so I'm like, then we were never friends then.
We
If
were
you
never
could just,
friends.
right, if you could just cut me off like that, or you can, say like really like something that's like hurtful, like like I'm talking about deep hurtful. You're like, damn, that you can't come back from that. So
mm,
to
Hmm.
me, there are some people who show up as friends, but they're not friends because it's just that they like how you make them feel. They like what you bring around them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
you might have access to things, but it's when things
Hmm.
go wrong. When
mm,
it's how they show up, how they care or lack thereof. So when
mhm,
the disrespect is stronger and louder, I can sleep at night and not and say, "Yo, I'm good."
Hmm.
mm, mhm,
And a
That's
lot of
true.
times, those kind of friends who know that the disrespect was stronger and louder, they won't come back to you and
mm.
be humble about like, "Yo, I did you wrong." They'll go to everybody else.
This is a fact.
They'll
Hmm.
go to
Hmm.
everyone else and say they don't know why we're no longer friends. Yes, I do.
Hmm.
I know why. I know
Hmm.
exactly what was said. I know what was done. So don't play that. So it's the fact that I, I'm my cutoff game is really mean. It is because I'm not the no, I'm not the type. No, but I'm not the type. Really, to be quite honest with you, I don't have a problem with accountability. I don't have a problem with having a conversation. I don't have. I'm not that friend. I'm really like I
Hmm.
consider myself to be a good friend.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
I mean that with all
Right.
sincerity. So when something like that happens and I see that the disrespect is louder, my cutoff game is mean. And that means you don't have to worry because I ain't coming after you.
Damn.
You stay right there. You stay
Mm,
right
Yeah.
there
mm,
until you then now if you really like if we're like humble enough to really say, yo, let's have this conversation, then I don't got a problem with it. But
mhm,
Hmm.
I'm not doing it because I feel like, yo, because a lot of times that to me everything respect means everything to me. So a lot
mhm,
of
Hmm.
times you think you're friends with somebody until they disrespect you in
mm,
such a
Hmm.
mhm.
way that you're like, then we were never friends.
Yeah.
We c-
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
couldn't have been friends. We
Yeah.
Hmm.
couldn't have been. There's no way. There's no way we could have been friends if you could
Yeah.
do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been
So,
that type of chick. I've fallen out with people, and I've never like came at them with their deepest, darkest secrets or try to
Mhm.
throw
yeah,
something,
exactly.
back in
Hmm.
their face or whatever like that. I mean, they could be in front of me acting up, and I'd be like, "Dang, girl,
Hmm.
that's how you get." Because if I were to, like, you know what I'm saying, but I've just never been that type of person. Like, it doesn't serve me no purpose. Like, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like to just throw your business because I am. a friend. I was your
Mhm.
friend. So I would
Mm-hmm.
never do nothing like that to you. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at you just letting me have it, like you said, going back around to everybody else, spinning that narrative that you know is
Mm-hmm.
dead ass wrong.
Wrong. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And even those people too, like that feel that they're in the middle. I'd be like, you don't gotta play no side of the fence.
Yep.
It's
You don't.
okay.
Yep.
You can hang with her. You
Mm-hmm.
can do whatever you like. And, I can
Mm.
stay over here and separate and do stuff separate. But the older that I've gotten, I'm 100% sure. Don't worry, your turn will be circling around, and then you'll be coming over here like, oh, that same shit that she put with you. She trying to. It's okay. I already knew that. I already knew
Right.
that. That's how she get down. So I mean, it's unfortunate out here that these friendships are like this. They're all
Mm-hmm.
territorial. They're jealous.
Mm.
They're
Mm.
impatient.
Mm-hmm.
They're mean.
Right. The unkind.
You know,
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
there's nowhere. It's like TV. Was it Housewives? Who was it that was over there signing friendship contracts? No, ma'am. Sitting over there signing friendship contracts. No, 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 no. If I gotta sign a contract, you know what I'm saying, for you to pull me for certain things, no, I'm not a friend. This should be genuine. This should be, you
Yeah.
know, um, easy flowing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
But
when the
even if
times are
it,
hard, the
but
times are
even
hard.
right, even if it isn't right, because in friendship there are,
Things
you know what I'm
happen.
saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big things does happen there, and but there's room for growth. But it's how
Mm-hmm.
you handle it. Are
Mhm.
you
Mm-hmm.
handling me with care, right?
Mhm.
And so if you're not handling me with care, and if it takes something a miscommunication, and the disrespect is, like I said, it's louder. Oh
Mm-hmm.
no,
Mhm. And
that
that's
you
the
could
bingo
miss.
part. The bingo
Mm,
part is a
mm,
few bingo parts. Is the one
uh-huh.
of the bingo parts is that friendship security is the bond when you can handle the uncertainty. That's the bingo
Right,
part.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
then something to that I'm a bad habit said it's like the no competition. No competition, no
Mm,
scorekeeping,
right,
Mm-hmm.
no disrespect, low maintenance. That's like
right.
what friendship, all of that comes into the bubble of like the friendship security. And
Right.
we got like so much to discover. It's so
Mm,
much that could come like out of this. And like you guys had said earlier, it could go so far.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It could like
Mm-hmm.
because it's like it's something that's not talked about. It's not talked about enough. But to our peoples, we do want to
Hmm.
hear y'all story about
Yeah.
what y'all feel is the friendship security, the stories that you had with people that had insecurity or the ones that have lasted
Hmm.
and what those gems are.
Mm-hmm.
So we do
Right.
want to hear it.
What does that look like?
And what does that look like?
Hmm.
Please visit our social media platform. You go to Instagram, Linktree will link you to anything. If you don't want to go to Instagram, you could go to the website, Stoopside
Hmm.
Sit Down Podcast. And until next time, we hope that you guys have fun, be kind
Hmm.
to each other. And
Yes.
thank you
Love
for
your friend.
joining. I am Tyga with my
Yes,
fabulous
I'm
sure.
a bad
host.
habit.
Mm. The one that, and just
Well, there.
Tosh.
We
I was
love
waiting
it
for you
here,
to
peoples. We love it here. We hope y'all do too. See y'all
word.
next time.